Breaking news now at 9. A frightening situation for 3 children allegedly kidnapped by a carjacker, taken on a pursuit, ended in that violent crash. Miraculously, they all made it out alive. Good evening, everyone. You're watching LA Live News tonight on Fox 11 and Fox 11 Plus. I'm Phil Schuman. This all started in East LA at Olympic and Rowan, ended in Malibu, with a suspect crashing the car and making a run for it, leaving the 3 small children he allegedly kidnapped behind. Fox 11's Ed Lasco's live in Malibu right now. Ed, what do you have for us?
Phil, a wild scene here, a horrific scene after that violent crash, the T-bone of that car that, by all estimates here, the witnesses saying was speeding on PCH, maybe 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, still to be determined. But let's get right into it. Mikey will give you a look. Canaan Doom Road, the cross, that the white vehicle. Actually, it's a silver vehicle, but I'm looking at it. It's the white truck there, the tow truck. That is the target of this wild chase that started in East L.A. The would-be carjacker jumping in, and then he turns would-be kidnapper because there are 3 small children in that car as the chase is on, up PCH, up through Malibu. That's when the speeds really picked up, and as he was heading here, trying to cut across through Canaan Dune Road, the traffic coming by, that's when you had the T-bone accident with 1 vehicle, certainly 2 others involved. It was just a wild scene. I think we have some video that we can also show you of how this all started in East LA with the 3 children, and suddenly you have the LA County Sheriff's Department involved, and as the pursuit was on, you had certainly California Highway Patrol as well, if we're looking at some of that video. Otherwise, we'll talk about the scene itself. If somebody could let me know what we're looking at, I'll be happy to talk about it. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are on video. So that's the pursuit as it's going along there. Police were very concerned because certainly you have somebody who's a would-be carjacker, but then as the reports come in that there are children inside this vehicle, 3 children, small children, one apparently in a car seat, might have been in the front seat. That really took it to another level, serious level, very serious level. Then you have the crash as it comes up to Canaan Dune Road, but it doesn't end there. First responders, they rush into the car, the wreckage of that silver car, to make sure the children are okay. But that carjacker, kidnapper, he's off. He's running down the road. I just talked to an eyewitness because this man, apparently, as he was trying to make his getaway, tried to get into this man's car, and he had a couple of children. His name is Justin, and he tried to open the door and tried to carjack that man in his getaway. That's when Justin realizes, he was telling me what happened, so he hit the gas. The man, though, that would be carjacker, kidnapper, running up the hill, and the LA County Sheriff's Department after him. They make a grab on him. He is now in custody. But then again, all attention to those 3 children, young children, airlifted to the UCLA Ronald Reagan Medical Center, where we're hearing their condition is not serious. Incredibly, after that crash, minor to moderate injuries were being told, not life-threatening, and that's the best situation, the best outcome you could hope for here. As we come back out live, some more personnel, paramedics driving through here. It's just been a really wild scene. Traffic is a mess, as you can imagine. You've got a Friday night PCH, Canaan Dune, the big really road that comes down from the valley in here to this part of Malibu. Very busy, all jammed up. But again, the best part of this, if you will, saying it that way, are those 3 children, not life-threatening injuries, especially after when you think about the impact of that crash, high speeds, that man driving from a carjacking to a kidnapping, trying to make a getaway, slams in, and then he jumps out, and he had obviously no remorse, no concern about the children in the car. He just took off running. Eventually, though, Phil, he's now in custody by the LA County Sheriff's Department. And so what I'm reading is that the LA County Fire, which transported them via helicopter, the injured, said that 1 person is severely injured, and we're going to assume that was the driver of the car that was T-boned, and then the 3 others, which would be the children, they're describing as minor to moderate injuries, which is great news, but hard to believe given the severity of that crash. Wonder whether airbags were involved. It may have been a factor. But so we're assuming that PCH is going to remain shut down like indefinitely, right? Yeah, very much so. Mikey will give you another look. Yes, it's a tremendous scene here. What you can see is you're looking continuing north past Canaan Dune up on PCH as it heads up towards Zuma Beach. That area, the traffic is just one long line snaking through. Folks coming down from the valley, Canaan Dune from Westlake Village, that area, they're all backed up coming through the canyon. And then you've got the northbound traffic, Phil, on PCH coming through Malibu through the pier and heading up this way. They're at least being able to turn right here and head up Canaan Dune, but it's a long way around. So yeah, this area is going to be a mess. They've got a heck of an investigation going on here. And you're right, the person who's most seriously hurt here, presumably would be the driver of that vehicle who was T-boned by that speeding vehicle, the kidnapper carjacker in his getaway.
Have you had a chance to talk to anybody from the CHP or from the Sheriff's Department yet about all this? Or?
Phil, we arrived about 2 minutes before I jumped in front of the camera and started to tell you what we've been able to pick up. So no, I'm sorry, haven't had that opportunity.
Because, you know, we've all covered so many of these pursuits, and there's always that question: do you keep the pursuit going? Do you call it off out of safety concerns? We had Dennis Zine, you know, former LAPD officer, reserve officer, who was on with us, as he often is, talking about that. And you know, obviously, because of 3 children in the car, you know, you don't want to risk the suspect getting away. And you're constantly, you know, evaluating whether we should continue chasing. And in this case, obviously, you know, it ended badly, not as badly as it could have.
I think that's a great question for the parents involved here, because think about that. If you're law enforcement and the parents are screaming at you saying, hey, he took our car, he's got our children in our car, and you say we're going to break off the pursuit, I don't want to be the officer telling the family that. So I think you know, you sadly take your chances, because you've got to save those children. You cannot leave the children in the hands of someone who steals the car. A kidnapper, my goodness, what a scenario.
Yeah, no question. So Ed, we'll let you get back to work there, gathering some information for us. The good news in a bad situation at this point is that no fatalities. The driver of the car that was hit apparently in serious condition, but the children, three children, as far as we know, what are being described as moderate to minor injuries from LA County Fire. And obviously we'll continue coming back to Ed on the scene through this hour, and then on our Fox 11 News at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Ed.